Some people have asked me why am I so defensive of black Muslims? And the reason is it's linked to my grandmother. My grandmother, she developed dementia and she had all kinds of other medical concerns and she got a personal care aide and she was a Muslim and her name was Linda. And Linda was a great person. She loved my grandma and she fell in love with my grandma. Like my grandma was a kind of person that it was easy to love her. She spent most of her days, even as an old woman, taking care of poor people. That was the passion of her life. And that's why, in case anybody wants to know where I get it from, that's where I get it from. Miss Linda grew an attachment to my grandmother that was special. They became best friends. You know, um, Miss Linda was a Muslim and my grandmother was an evangelist, yeah, mother of a church. So Miss Linda would call her mother. And so she would always come get me. Hey, mother says she needs this and mother says she needs that. And I'm like, okay. But my grandma passed. And that really, really hurt Linda, hurt her bad. Because Miss Linda, she became frail, sick, and just really, really sickly after my grandma passed. And shortly after my grandma left, Miss Linda was gone too. And for a while, I clinged to Miss Linda because she looked so much like my grandmother, because they kind of look alike too, that I felt like I could hold on to Miss Linda to replace the feeling of losing my grandma. And I found out very quickly that wasn't a good idea. Miss Linda had a husband named Mubarak. Mubarak is Muslim, and he checked up on me. He checked up on me after my grandma passed and also after Miss Linda because he knew how close to her I was in particular. He brought food. He would talk to me for hours. He would call. He'd even write letters. And one day I asked him, why were you doing this, man? Like you have no attachment to me. I mean, that was my grandma, not yours. I mean, Linda's gone. Why? And he told me, he said, black man, the world's not going to care about you, so I will. I don't think he realizes how much those words touch me and how much of a respect that caused me to have for the black Muslim. So this is why I'm so defensive of them, because those people showed me kindness when they absolutely did not have to.